Please don't practice, just make mistake. What is the reason behind it? That what I'm saying, that you should to make mistake, you should to make mistake, you should not to practice. So why? So let me clear this. Today's video, it's gonna be an interesting video, so let's get started. Assalamu alaikum. May peace, mercy and blessing be on all of you. This is Milon Ahmmed. Today I'm gonna talk about don't practice, just make mistake. Let me clarify that what I'm saying. Actually, making mistake in terms of speaking, it's a common thing. It's a common matter. Every beginner has to face this problem. So as a beginner, you have to face this problem. So why are we getting scared? We should to practice, we should to make mistake. Even if I talk about the communicative English means communicative English is a process of learning English through making mistake and practicing. So if you want to be a good speaker, you have to make mistake. Without making mistake, it isn't possible to be a good speaker. So you have to make mistake, you have to do mistake, and then you'll be able to make a good speaker. But making mistake in terms of speaking, it's common. As a second language learner, it's common to face problem by speaking. So it's common, but you have to make mistake. You should to don't care about it. But as a beginner, we are facing problem. Actually, making mistake in terms of learning English, even in terms of practicing, in terms of speaking, making mistake, it's normal, it's common thing. Everyone faces the same problem while they try to learn English. So it's common, but you have to ensure that you should to practice, but you don't think about mistakes. Because making mistakes is common, because we don't know this language well. We don't know this language well. That is the problem. We are making mistake. So it's a common thing. So why we are getting bored? Why we are getting scared to see the making mistake? So we should don't care about it. We should don't care about mistakes. We should just ensure practicing. So as a second language learner, as a beginner, sometimes I was saying he instead of she or she instead of he. Sometimes I didn't add es after getting third person singular number subject. So it's a normal. We are facing the same problem every English learner. So don't care about it. Just you have to ensure the practice. How much time are you practicing? That is the question. The more you practice, the more you will be skilled. So we have to ensure practice. If you think about every child, how can they learn English? How can they learn any types of language? Because they are listening. They started their journey of learning English or learning any type of language. Just they started by listening. They are listening. Listening is the key point of learning English. So they are listening, and they after listening they try to speak something little bit. That we know that it's known as mumbling. So after mumbling, after stammering, they able to speak something, and after speaking they try to little bit read, and later on they try to write. So if we categorize these four skills from first to last, we can say listening, speaking, reading and writing. But we are making mistake. We start from reading. We start English by reading, and then we try to writing, but we don't try to listen. That is the problem. We have to listen. We have to think in English. We try to translate English from our native language. That is another problem. When we try to translate native language, that time we need huge time. But while we are writing, that time we can get huge time to think about this topic, think about grammatical items, lot of things we can time to think. But when you speak, that time you have no enough time. That time you should to speak fast, then you should to go accuracy. But as a beginner, we think about only accuracy. How can we accurately speak English? So isn't possible. It is not possible as a beginner to correctly speaking English, writing, etc. So we don't care about mistake, we just focus on practicing. After practicing, after speaking a lot, that time you will be able to be a good speaker. That time you have to make sentence by arranging on and on words. That time you need correct word in a correct order. So you have no enough time, you have to deliver one and fast again. That's why we need to practice, and we don't care about mistake. So first of all we have to ensure fluency, then we talk about accuracy. I have already mentioned in my another video, you can get from my channel. So that video I have mentioned that what is fluency, what is accuracy, so you will get from here. But if I talk about in a nutshell, that is fluency means you can express your message to others and everybody understands that what are you saying, that's enough, that is the fluency. And accuracy means you have to accurate your speech in grammatically, in pronunciation, everything you should to make. But first of all you have to ensure fluency. Your practice, beside we should to practice grammar, we should to practice vocabulary. How can we improve our vocabulary? After learning grammar, when you see that you can speak English fluently, even you have correct, you have accuracy, then you should to focus about that how can you go advance. Then you need to advance vocabulary. That time your speaking, your speech will be posh and everyone will love you. Dear viewers, right now I'm in the bank of Kalijura river. So this place is amazing. The beauty of this place is incredible, that I have mentioned in another video, so you will get from my channel. By the way, I don't want to explore this place right now, I'm just talking about practicing. So how can you ensure your practice? So as a beginner I will try to give you how can you improve your English, how can you start your English. I have already met huge students, huge English learner. They asked me that how can they improve their English. So as a beginner, how can you start your speaking? Even someone also said that I don't know grammar, I don't know how to pronounce, I don't know huge types of vocabulary, so how can I start? Even I don't know how to make sentence. Yes, that is a question. So as a beginner, what should you do? So I'm saying those students, those English learner, that don't worry, even I don't care about you, that how much thing you don't know and how much grammar you don't know, but I know that the huge vocabulary you know, and that is enough. As a beginner, that is enough. So if I ask you in your surroundings how many things you know, the every things you know this every items in your surroundings, what is the meaning in English, you know. But problem is you cannot make sentence, you cannot say something about this things, about this instrument, about this goods, because of lacking practicing. So as a beginner, you should to start by speaking little bit like how are you, my name is Milon Ahmmed, this is Milon Ahmmed, I'm in class 7, class 8, something you can say. First of all you should to start about yourself, because you know very well about yourself. So you should to start about yourself like, this is Milon Ahmed, I'm pursuing my graduation from Department of Accounting, Govt BM College, Borishal. My dream, I want to be an ambassador for Bangladesh and I want to represent my country to the outer world, and I will try to represent the beauty of Bangladesh and the resources and the possibilities of Bangladesh, how can we will make prosper in overall Bangladesh. By the way, so you can start these types of things that you know well. So if you have the interest of cricket, if you have interest of football, if you have interest of food, whatever you can say, you should to start of your interesting elements, interesting games, interesting movies, whatever you can start. So you can start these things. Even you should to say something, you should say what you have. Don't care about that you don't know grammar, you don't know huge vocabularies, you have problem of pronunciation, don't think about it. just say something, just speak. Sorry, I don't want to say that you have to practice. I'm just saying you should to make mistake. You should to make mistake, and make mistake and make mistake. And after making mistake, one day you will be able to be a good speaker, and that time your every types of problem will be solved by one. But rather than after practicing, and beside your practicing, you should to start to learn grammar. You should to start to learn grammar. You should to practice to improve your pronunciation, your vocabulary, even how can you read, even listening, reading, writing, everything you should to improve gradually, on by on or little by little. But don't care about mistake. Making mistake is normal. It's normal. Even you know that everyone makes the same mistake as a beginner, so it's normal. We all are face the same problem, so it's normal. Just try to ensure practice. So as a beginner, you just speak that you know something, like you can say this is a mobile phone, this is a watch, this is very good watch, this is nice watch, I like it. My father has a mobile phone, my mother has a mobile phone, I have two brothers, or I have two sisters, I have parents. So whatever you can say, but you can start by making little bit sentence, and you should to listen. When you listen, then you will get idea. You will get idea how to make sentence, how can speak. So you can get this idea, you can get vocabulary, even you will be understand that how to make sentence and how to use vocabulary proper way. You can get this idea by listening. But practicing that things, I got benefited, and I also able to say something, but I'm not a good speaker, I'm just learning. So that's why every video I'm saying that I'm an English learner. So I'm proud to be introduce myself as an English learner. So it's an amazing thing, I hope, and I love this journey. I love to practice, I love to make mistakes. So try to ensure making mistake, nothing else. Just ensure you should to make mistake, and everything will be fine. Just don't care about it. So I hope everyone will be doing well, and I hope everyone will be a good speaker, and everyone will be success in your life. So thanks for watching. Stay with us and subscribe our channel, share with your friends.